Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. A couple of very interesting topics that I really want to talk about. First of all, Bournemouth have gone level on points with us after 22 matches. I know we have a match in hand, but I really want to delve deep on this situation because for me, it seems madness. How is a team like Bournemouth, after us being 3 years under the new ownership with the new directors who've been there for at least 2 seasons now, how is it possible that Bournemouth are in the same points, level points with us at the moment after 22 matches? We want to talk about that in a deeper level because this manager is doing a bit of a madness and the squad building at Bournemouth as well. We want to talk about Michael OLISE. If you guys remember, a particular transfer that I wanted so badly. And I want to share my thoughts and feelings around what could have been if we just didn't do some of the madness that we did in the summer window and just went with someone like Olise. And there's some other bits and pieces, Chelsea news that we need to touch base on. So let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed that new little intro, a little bit of new thing on the channel. Let me know what you thought about that small little intro, nothing too glamorous, but something to spice things up. All right, now let's talk about this manager, ladies and gentlemen. Andoni Iraola absolutely hammered Newcastle at St. James's Park. Bournemouth ended up winning 4-1, and they were all over Newcastle. I watched that match. Newcastle simply couldn't live with Bournemouth's press and the way Bournemouth defended. It was a great balance. You know, we talk about how we need to have the ball all the time. We need to have possession. Big teams, top teams need to have the ball. But, you know, there are different ways of playing football. There really are. You don't necessarily always need to have, you know, unnecessary amount of possession. You can sometimes just allow the opposition and invite them to come forward, press them where you need to press them, win the ball, and then catch them out in defense. But Bournemouth, they've got a great balance overall. If you have a look at their team, like obviously the manager is a very smart manager. Look at the achievements this season alone. Andoni Iraola, 2-0 against Mikel Arteta. We remember what Bournemouth did to Arsenal. 2-1 against Pep Guardiola when Man City was going through their issues. 1-0 against Ange Postecoglou, 3-0 against Ruben Amorim, which was recently where Bournemouth absolutely hammered Man United, and now 4-1 against Eddie Howe, against a Newcastle team that's probably been the form team in the Premier League in recent history in terms of this season. So look, great balance in their team. Justin Kluivert, what a brilliant technical striker. Mobile, robust, physical as well. Even though he's smallish, but he's physical. Then you've got Semenyo. You know, some of these names, they don't really stick out, but they're doing great recruitment business. They're bringing in players that suit exactly what the manager wants. And then I think of Otara. I hope I pronounced that right. They've got some really good other players like Christie, Brooks. Then don't forget Kirkez. Kirkez on the left side, excellent. Ended up scoring as well. He's very, very combative, strong, physical, fast, can score goals, can produce assists. And the crazy part is Bournemouth, the team they put out against Newcastle, their bench had combined 9 Premier League matches combined against Newcastle's bench that had over 900 Premier League matches experience. So they were depleted. They were depleted with us. So yes, of course, when you look at how we played against them, we took a win and a draw. We've done fantastic. But you need to compare the way we are moving. We are 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, 3 years under the new ownership. 2 years with these current directors. Look at our last summer transaction. You're telling me that all of the money that we've spent, how is it possible that Bournemouth are seeming to be a little bit more effective? Bournemouth don't have the same firepower as us financially. They don't have the pull like us either to attract players. So we have to come to a conclusion that it's massive mismanagement of money. It's massive just mismanagement altogether. 3 years into the new ownership, 2 years under the new directors, the two directors that we have, Winston Lee and Lawrence Stewart, we should be at a far better position in terms of where the squad's going. Yeah, you can say we're still fifth. We're just whiskers away from being fourth. If we get a victory against Wolves, we're back into fourth. Yes, because Newcastle bottled it, right? But it doesn't look like we're going to do much in the upcoming weeks, because you can just sense that there's something off. And our manager has proven the summer window that we got, he's proven that he doesn't like them. He doesn't want them. That summer window has become null and void. It's not even us saying it. It's the manager. He's literally proving that piece of business that took place, all the players that we brought in, KDH, Tosin, Vega, Ja Felix, Omari Kellyman, Mark Guiu, all of these players were utterly unnecessary. They did not have enough impact or give enough ammunition to Enzo Maresca to have a solid season so far. To the point where now, when some of our first team players are struggling, we can't even rely on some of these players to come through. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. How you feel the fact that Bournemouth are level points on us. Yes, we have a game in hand, but they're level points with us right now. For me, it's quite baffling. Next up, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Fabrizio Romano tweeted this 6 hours ago. Michael Olise reaches 10 goals and 10 assists on his first season at Bayern. You guys remember how much I wanted Michael Olise. Now, a lot of the fans will go out and say, he chose Bayern Munich. I'm sorry, you haven't read all the news then. He was waiting for us. We were chasing him prior to this last summer window. We were chasing him the summer before that as well. He ended up staying at Crystal Palace, and then last summer window that went, we were very close. But we were dilly-dallying around with other players, and this player and their agent just got too frustrated and ended up going to Bayern Munich. Yes, obviously Bayern Munich, far superior club at the moment, Champions League, got all of that heritage and whatnot, no problems. Yes, it wasn't as if that he took a secondary choice, no. But there was strong rumors that he wanted to come to Chelsea. He's got a lot of his family here. He's got friends here. He's come from our academy previously. So there was a lot of ties. There's a lot of ties with him, with Chelsea. So you can't tell me that he didn't even entertain that. But we bottled it. And we went on and got all of these players, as I mentioned. KDH, Vega, Ja Felix, Omari Kellyman, Tosin, Mark Guiu. You're telling me, and this is the tweet I put out, just a thought. And you let me know as well in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. What if we didn't buy any of these players and instead put the money on Olise's transfer fee and wages? Would that have been too outrageous of a decision? Wouldn't the purchase of one Olise been superior to buying many unwanted players? And that's that's a serious conversation to be had. People talk about PSR. We needed to do all of it. Well, PSR, we brought in all of these players. How's that helping out? Like, I don't understand how quantity can be greater than quality. How does that help out in PSR? Buying all of these players. When you just buy one player, I think Olise was touted to be about 60 million odd, right? He wanted good wages. I think somewhere around, I don't know, more than 150,000, maybe close to 200,000. But you do that for quality players, no? What's the point of bringing in all of these players for 30, 40, whatever million, giving them each around 100K sort of in that level? What's the point of bringing all of this when there was no need for all of this and you just buy one quality? Because what impact have they given us? Once again, our directors and poor squad building. And this is going to keep hampering us. It really will keep hampering us. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts. Now, some Chelsea transfer news for you guys. As of now, Mathys Tel has made it clear he wants to stay at Bayern. Bayern is still in contact with Chelsea and super agent Pini Zahavi over Nkunku, but currently there's no developments. It could be an option for the summer. So look, seems like Nkunku might stick around. It's not a good news for Nkunku. It's not a good news for us. Believe me, because Enzo Maresca, I don't think he's going to utilize Nkunku that often enough. He's probably going to get those Conference League matches, which is not going to make Nkunku happy. If we can't part ways with Nkunku in this window, you best believe we're going to part ways with him in the summer window, unless something drastic happens, unless somehow both Enzo Maresca and Nkunku find a way to utilize, the player. Nkunku's not going to be gun-ho pressing up front. Maresca has to find a different way to utilize him. So unless that happens, I see no other option than to letting him go in the summer, which is best option for all of us, for everyone involved. And that's not having a go at the player. The player's a good player, but he's not going to give you what the manager wants. Manager has a set principle, and Nkunku ain't going to be able to give that, as I said, unless something drastically happens. In regards to Mathys Tel, he's probably not interested to come to Chelsea. He just doesn't feel that this project attracts him. And in any case, another kid is not going to solve the problem for us. Talented kid, nonetheless, ain't going to solve the problem. 19-year-old Mathys Tel. We need a little bit more experience. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Lazio are set to improve their bid for Cesare Cassady, while Torino's new proposal was still not enough to convince Chelsea, who wants a heavy sell-on clause also included. It will be a permanent transfer and not a loan. So, look, the big call here is the heavy sell-on clause. We're a business. Chelsea Football Club, we're a top business organization now. We are all about making sure that we get the right deal happen, which is fine. Football is, large part of it is business as well. Yes, of course. But this player, what was the idea when we brought him to Chelsea Football Club? Was it just to make profit? Was it to make, when we do end up selling him down the track, that there is a heavy sell-on clause so we can make some future profits? But we wasted time. No, we wasted this player's time. We wasted our time. We needed a player that could actually have an impact on the team. But no, we're interested in doing all of these side quests. And now this player is on the way out. There was a lot that was sold to us when we brought him in. He's going to be something. He's a combination of Frank Lampard and this, that, the other in midfield. Now, he's having to be let go of as well, because he's probably fed up. He's probably feeling that I'm at a situation in my career where I need to play more games. There was something about Cesare Cassady. I liked his quality. I liked what I saw. We don't have any plans for him. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Goodbye.